Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Blake Shelton married Gwen Stefani back in 2021. They found love while both of them were judging the hit TV show The Voice together. Blake has since left The Voice at the end of 2023. Gwen stayed to be a judge. There is chatter that Gwen Stefani may be leaving the show soon. Gwen Stefani had 3 children from her former relationship with Gavin Rossdale. In this relationship, they had 3 boys, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo. Blake shared that he was close to his own stepfather. This part of his past makes his relationship with Gwen's children very important to him. Blake had told people that his stepfather's presence in his life made him realize just how important it was to be an involved step-parent. He says he can't imagine his life without them now. Even though Blake is so serious about his role as a parent, kids find ways to embarrass their parents all the time. Blake goes on to share how it has happened to him. Sometimes being a parent is laughing because everyone knows kids are unpredictable. Blake shared with Country Music Television how he was humiliated in the face of another country music star. Blake Shelton has become a household name through his staggering career, but that does not make him invincible to the inevitable embarrassment. Blake shared how his wife Gwen Stefani's middle son, Zuma, helped him get just that. Blake Shelton shared how Zuma, who is now 16, once was not so independent. Zuma had tried to text their nanny Vince and mistakenly FaceTimed Vince Jill. Now the clip has gained traction on social media. Blake says, "I was walking through the house and heard Vince Gill's voice laughing. I looked and saw Zuma throw the phone down." As we can imagine, not only did Blake have some embarrassment, but so did Zuma by his reaction. When asked what was going on, Zuma said, "I don't know, there was some man that answered Vince's phone." Upon Blake calling him back after the incident, Vince told him that he was in Amsterdam performing with the Eagles. Blake remembered that Vince Jill had said that he was laughing. "I thought you must have been drunk or something." Blake finished his story with giggles and reflecting on how embarrassing the incident was for him. Big things are on the way for Blake Shelton looking into the future. He plans to team up with Taylor Sheridan, well known for his show Yellowstone. After leaving The Voice and leaving his wife Gwen Stefani, Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, and John Legend to hold down the fort, it looks as though he will be making a television debut once again. Blake Shelton, a country music icon and former coach on The Voice, has a reputation for his down-to-earth humor and relatable storytelling. Despite his fame, fortune, and millions of fans, Blake recently opened up about an aspect of life that every parent and step-parent will resonate with: kids' uncanny ability to bring adults down to earth with moments of pure, unfiltered humiliation. In a recent interview, Blake shared some hilariously humbling anecdotes from his journey as a stepfather to Gwen Stefani's 3 boys, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo. As he painted a vivid picture of life with the kids, it became abundantly clear that no amount of fame or glamour can shield anyone from the universal experience of parenting's less than glamorous moments. Blake, who married Gwen in 2021, has embraced his role as a stepdad with enthusiasm. However, he admits he was unprepared for the challenges of parenting 3 lively boys. "They're like tiny tornadoes with opinions," Blake joked. "And those opinions? They're brutally honest. They don't care if you're Blake Shelton or some guy at the gas station. If you're wearing something goofy, they're gonna tell you." Blake shared an instance where his stepkid staged an intervention over his wardrobe choices. "I came downstairs in one of my favorite flannel shirts and Kingston just stared at me, deadpan, and said, 'Are you really going to wear that?' Blake laughed. I was like, 'What's wrong with this shirt?' And he goes, 'It's giving grandpa vibes.'" One of Blake's most embarrassing moments came during a family trip to a local diner in Oklahoma. The group had just finished a meal when Apollo, the youngest, decided it was time to test his comedic timing. "I'm signing an autograph for this sweet lady," Blake recounted, and Apollo tugs on my sleeve and loudly asks, "Why do you sign your name like that? It looks like a squiggly worm." The comment drew laughs from everyone in the restaurant, but Blake confessed it left him red-faced. I mean, what do you even say to that? Thanks, buddy? Kids have no filter. They don't care about your ego. Even Blake's time on The Voice hasn't been immune to his stepkids' teasing. While millions tuned in to watch him mentor aspiring artists, the boys were quick to remind him of his less-than-cool moments on screen. They love pointing out every awkward dad move I make, Blake admitted. One time, they replayed a clip of me dancing during a contestant's performance. It wasn't even dancing, really, just a little foot tapping. But they slowed it down and added clown music. I'm sitting there like, wow, my own family is making memes of me. Blake added that the boys have also developed their own creative nicknames for him. They call me Bonus Dad, but sometimes they mix it up. Lately, it's been Big Beard or Cowboy Grandpa. Despite the teasing, Blake says these moments are some of the most rewarding aspects of parenting. You can't take yourself too seriously when you're around kids, he explained. They remind you that you're just a person, and that's a good thing. He recalled a day when the family was out fishing and Zuma, the middle child, had caught a particularly large bass. As the group admired the catch, Zuma turned to Blake and said, "Guess you're not the best fisherman in the family anymore." Blake couldn't help but laugh. I'm out here trying to teach him how to fish, and now he's teaching me humility. It's moments like that where you realize, yeah, these kids keep me grounded. When asked what advice he'd give to other parents navigating the ups and downs of raising kids, Blake offered a mix of humor and heartfelt wisdom. First of all, don't get too attached to your dignity, he said with a grin. It's going out the window the moment you have kids. Secondly, learn to laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh, you're gonna cry, and trust me, laughing is better. Blake also emphasized the importance of being present, even during the chaotic or embarrassing moments. It's easy to get caught up in work or distractions, but kids don't care about that stuff. They care about whether you're there, whether you're listening. Blake's journey from country superstar to stepdad extraordinaire has given him a fresh perspective on life. He's quick to point out that despite the challenges, parenting has been one of the most fulfilling roles he's ever taken on. Winning awards and selling out concerts is great, Blake said, but there's nothing like being part of a kid's life. Even when they're roasting you, it's still love. As Blake continues to navigate the world of parenting, one thing is clear: his stepkids are keeping him on his toes and keeping him humble. Whether he's being called out for his fashion choices or turned into the subject of a family meme, Blake embraces it all with the humor and heart that have made him a fan favorite.